Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to be disconnecting all of the utilities from the barn here and digging out the foundation. So what that's going to entail, I got to get this access plate off. I brought a bunch of bits because I have no idea what's there. It's probably going to be Phillips because I did that in probably 2006, right around there. And Torx and square drive and stuff were not in real common usage back then. I also have some extensions for the hydrants. I got to put one on this one and one on the one up there. That one up there is going to get a bunch of dirt, so that one absolutely needs it. This one has already been extended, but I want to extend it more just so it's more visible because he's going to be coming in through here. He may have to move that rock there. He's going to be coming through here, and it's possible we may have to take this hydrant out as well so he can get his forks under there. First thing I'm going to do is disconnect the electrical here. I got to open this up, shut off the breaker, and test it to make sure it's off. And then I need to open this panel here and cut the line. I just spent about 45 minutes looking for this electric tester. Okay, we got power at these two. So now I got to go to this pedestal. I haven't had this open in years. Okay, this would be it right here. 30 amp. Now test that again. And nothing. Okay, the power is off. Now I got to open up this panel and figure out how I'm going to cut this. I just got to cut it so he can lift this whole thing up. I'm going to have to redo all of the electric. All of this stuff has to come out. This is getting changed to a normal electric system through the studs. And this is going to get drywalled. This is going to become a tiny house. I don't know if I even mentioned that yet. But it is. It's going to become a tiny house. We're going to add on to the back of it. But that's all going to happen when it's over there. And I do believe we're going to announce that in a different video. So for today, let's just get this thing ready to move. Okay, what kind of screws do we have here? They're kind of buried in there, so I'm going to have to dig the junk. Oh, there we go. It is Phillips, just like I thought. Okay, it's starting to come back to me. One thing I can't remember is if I put the breaker in here or if we had to hire an electrician to do it. I do believe we had to hire an electrician to do it. It's been 16 years, but I kind of remember all this stuff. I know that I put this in. There's a ground here and the electrical wire, and that goes down. I ran it down, over, and about to where we were figuring the barn was going to be. I didn't have anything laid out on the ground or anything like that. We did all that later. So the electricity came up out of the ground, and then there was a box, and we used that to cut all the foundation pieces and stuff. We basically just had a platform here, and then a bunch of people came up and we did a wall raising and stuff like that, and got this roof on it and painted the top of that. Then I came up with one of the nephews, I believe, and this whole load of trusses that I made in the Milwaukee area. I had the entire truck loaded with that stuff, and then we put up the second story on a different day. So this was built over quite some time because we're 200 and some miles from where we lived at the time. But anyways, that wire came up out of the ground and had that box on it. And then when we finally figured out exactly where everything was going to be, I built around it and then disconnected that, put a pull L in there, pulled new wire all the way through and up into here. So we have a pull L down here. What I need to do is basically just cut that somewhere, and I can cut it here as well. All new electricals are going in here. I'll take all this stuff out and reuse whatever I can, but we're turning this into a tiny house, so this is going to have drywall and regular outlets and stuff, not like this stuff. So I have to open this up a bit more so I can get access to that, and hopefully I'll be able to just cut right through it with the Sawzall and a metal cutting blade. Okay, that's one of the 4 utilities. Next, we're going to go to the drain system, and that's going to be the simplest of all of them, I believe. This pipe just goes to a gray water field out back, and I just need to cut it outside. I might have to dig to get at it, but this shouldn't be too hard. This right here, this is a stand pipe. We had a washer and a dryer here, and this is where the water hooked up. When we were doing the drywall in the house, we had the washer and dryer out here. Here's the vent for the dryer. This is all going to be taken out, but it's pretty interesting to look at the history of the place. This goes to the upstairs toilet, which I will show you in detail probably in a couple days. We got to get this place cleared out first. So to do this, I'm going to run outside, dig up that pipe, and get that cut. Then we'll just have the water lines coming in to take care of, and the communication lines. That drain line goes through right here somewhere, so as per usual, it's not going to be that easy, but should be able to find it no problem. Okay, that was pretty easy, except that I fell through the stairs here. This is all pretty rotten. Probably a good time to get rid of all this stuff. So now I'll take this off, and I'll take as much of this water stuff off as I can. I should probably take this hose reel off as well. We'll see what we can get done. But it looks like I used stainless steel screws on this, so that shouldn't be too hard. The rest is just taking apart pipes. Okay, that's going to wrap it up. Got the electric cut, got the drain cut, and I got the water completely pulled out. That last pipe that I took out went to this street elbow here. All of this stuff is going anyways. We're going to completely gut the inside of this and turn this into a tiny house. There's going to be a door back there, and we're going to extend it 12 more feet in that direction, but this whole thing is going to be over there at that time. It should be an incredibly interesting project if you want to see it. And I disconnected the communication lines. This was a DSL line, and they've completely abandoned the DSL stuff long ago. There used to be a box over here somewhere. This is all fiber optic now. Oh, actually, yeah, that's the fiber optic right there. Okay, so I have a ton of stuff in here and a good amount out here as well. I actually spent most of the day going to get different tools because I'm doing plumbing, electric, whacking weeds back there, just all kinds of work, and all kinds of tools were needed for it. So now I'm going to have to go put all of this stuff away and then get a shovel and do that digging, trying to find the posts. I got to do it all the way around, 6 posts, and I have concrete in the way. I might have to break that concrete as well, which is not going to be pleasant, but you got to do what you got to do. All right, I'm going to go in and cool off for now, and I might have to come back and do this later tonight. Okay, it's about, I think it's about 4 hours later. Izzy and I went to town, and I still haven't gotten this stuff cleaned up. I'm going to clean this up, and that's going to be it for the day. Natalie's got to get this place cleaned out, and tomorrow I will dig up the foundation and do the last of what I got to do on this. And then later on tomorrow, I believe I'll have enough time to start clearing out the greenhouse. Hopefully I can get out here early enough tomorrow before the sun gets a bit too hot. It's supposed to be in the mid-90s tomorrow, and I am only going to work until it gets hot out and then quit. I could see that support right there, and that leg goes through it, which kind of makes me think there isn't one in the middle, because it should have a leg through it like that. You can see I got 2 legs going into that. On the other side, I have to get the, oh, there's the leg there too. 2 legs. So if I only have 4 to do, that's not quite as bad. But I got to trim this back. I'd like to relocate this, but it's not a real good time of the year to do that. But this corner, maybe I can get at the corner without doing all that. And then I can just drop this to the ground when we move the barn, and then come back in the fall and move this. Yeah, there isn't one in the middle. That's great. You can see one there. And I'm kind of wondering why that one's offset. I don't know. We'll figure it out tomorrow. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.